can't do. But nobody can tell me what I can do.
I don't want to wake up.
It is my birthday on Monday. February 28th was the day that Stan Smith reluctantly opened his eyes and was welcomed to a world that he would later become frightened of once his childhood innocence and cluelessness evaporated. Every time my birthday comes up, I look back on the past years and reflect. With this one being 4 days away, I've come to the bitter realization that I have never been my regular self before. I've always been terrified of what another warm body walking on this earth might think of me. It's one of my worst traits, and it's something I seriously need to work on. If I'm in a crowd full of people, whether that be on the subway, in the city, or walking to my next class on this claustrophobic campus, I imagine everybody drawing up a forecast about me in their heads. Usually it's nothing too bright, and leans more on the cloudy side with a touch of rain for a few hours in the evening. This hyperfixation on my perception to others causes me to sweat profusely when I'm in public, keep my head down as if I'm on a date with the concrete, and twist my fingers around awkwardly because I never know what to do with my hands. The only coping mechanism I have is a handy pair of earbuds that usually plays a common song by Vegan or Aphex Twin and takes me to another dimension, one where Stan Smith isn't crippled by anxieties that don't exist and actually has a spine. When I was little and in elementary school, I didn't have a care in the world. I didn't think too hard about most things, and I think that was a beautiful thing. I looked forward to meeting new people. Now I quiver in fear of that. I could talk with confidence and project my voice. Now I mumble my way through conversations until people leave me alone. I could hold my head up high to the sky. Now I keep it projected to the ground, as if my vertebrae collapsed. Confidence is like the cookie on the top shelf that I wasn't able to reach when I was 5 years old. No matter how hard I try, I can't grab it. It's like my mind wants me to fail and forces me to view myself through a microscopic lens. When I think back to the few times in the past year where I was my true self and wasn't completely free from my mind's worries, I was at concerts. When I went to the Cardi concert back in December, I had lost my glasses. I was blind, but free. I quite literally couldn't see anybody. Everything was blurry and hazy. I had nothing to be worried about. All the eyes that haunt me every time I walk outside didn't exist. For that entire night, I felt like my regular self. I felt like Stan Smith. I was jumping around freely to the music, completely at peace. I wasn't in a fret. I wasn't staring at the ground. I wasn't posted to the side playing with the sleeves on my sweater. I was myself. That's who I want to become this upcoming year. An actual person, not some robot who malfunctions every time he has to speak. I want to be able to look up into a person's face when I'm speaking to them. I want to be able to give a firm handshake. I want to be able to speak in a room full of people without worry. I want to be the kid I was when I was 5. This is the year where I finally burst out of my shell and become my true self, just like I had been in that sea of people back in December. 19 is the year I go blind.